Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dave Russell. Well, Joe Everett checks in from the Fort Wayne Farm Show.
Joining me is a familiar voice in the mornings on the Ohio AgNet and on our midday broadcast is Ryan Martin, Farm Origination Team Lead for the Louis Dreyfus Company. Ryan, we have a lot of exciting news coming to the Buckeye State with the new facility. Can you tell us a little bit about the progress and how things are going there in Upper Sandusky?
Well, we're currently continuing to move dirt and work on development of our new crush plant there and continue to see a lot of progress. It's not as fast as what some of us, me, would like, but it's also a lot faster than some other outlets are working with on their crush expansion. But we're still looking to try and get this thing up and operational in 2026 and looking to crush Northwest Ohio soybeans. Excited about that possibility.
And I know a lot of farmers are excited about having another place to go with their soybeans. In the mornings, we have a new phone number that we can reach you guys at. When can farmers call that, and what kind of information can we get when we reach out to you?
So you can call that anytime. That rings directly to me here for the Farm Origination in Claypool, Indiana. Look, I love talking markets, and I talk markets a lot with all of our farmers here, and we're ready and willing to discuss anything that you want to talk about over in the Northwest Ohio space. Can we buy beans right now today? I'm not going to tell you that we can, or I don't feel comfortable doing contracts currently today, but if you want to get your accounts in the system, get ready to go so that when we are taking beans, I'd be more than happy to set that up. And if you just want to start getting an understanding of how Dreyfus sees the market and how we operate when it comes to bean merchandising, bean origination, again, I talk quite a bit on that. I'm headed over to Northwest Ohio, the Upper Sandusky area, at least 2 times a month now, just to meet with guys in person, and I'd love to have an opportunity to sit down with you. So just call the number, we'll set up an appointment, and anytime I'm over there, I can stop in and see you.
And what is that number again?
It's 574-566-2113. I'm a busy guy, so if you don't get me there, leave a message or try and grab on the cell number that's on that voicemail, and I will get right with you. But yeah, looking forward to opportunities over in Ohio.
Well, great. I've been visiting with Ryan Martin, and we're at the Fort Wayne Farm Show, and I'm Joe Everett reporting for the Ohio AgNet.
The USDA announced the 2025 enrollment periods for key safety net programs, including agriculture risk coverage and price loss coverage, as well as dairy margin coverage. Producers can submit applications to the USDA's Farm Service Agency for ARC and PLC for the 2025 crop year from January 21st to April 15th. DMC applications for the 2025 coverage year can be submitted from January 29th to March 31st. Zach Ducheneau, FSA administrator, says even if you aren't changing your program election for 2025, you still need to sign a contract to enroll. Well, recent analysis of foreign ag land ownership is showing rising numbers in the U.S.
Foreign ownership of U.S. agricultural land remains a widely debated topic. 2 additional years of data from 2022 and 2023 became available recently, and Danny Munch, an economist with the American Farm Bureau Federation, says only a small portion of that land is held by adversarial nations.
Foreign ownership of U.S. ag land increased by 1.6 million acres, reaching a total of 45.9 million acres, which represents 3.6% of total privately held ag land in the United States. Interestingly, land ownership by Chinese, Russian, and Iranian-based investors decreased by 36,000 acres, or 9%, to the smallest levels in a few years.
Munch says our neighbors to the north hold a majority of foreign-owned land.
Canada leads overwhelmingly with ownership of U.S. ag land in terms of foreign owners holding 15.4 million acres, or about a third of all foreign-owned ag land in the country. Following Canada, you have investors from Netherlands, Italy, the United Kingdom, and Germany, which have holdings ranging from 5.2 million acres down to 2.5 million acres. Collectively, those nations hold 62% of all foreign-owned ag land in the United States.
He says much of those investments are tied to timber and renewable energy. Chad Smith, Washington.
The markets, they're coming up next.
Nearly 90% of farmers say that financial worries, constantly changing market conditions, and other uncontrollable variables take a toll on their mental well-being. Add in the weather and family dynamics, well, it's a lot to handle alone. But did you know farmers and their families can receive free confidential services from licensed professionals? Support is available 24/7 to help with the challenges you face. Look for Farm Family Wellness Alliance under the Resources tab at farmfoundation.org. Take care of yourself. Your well-being matters.
The markets are brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade, March corn 478 3/4 up 4 1/4. December corn 457 up 1/4 cent. March soybeans 1042 3/4 down 4 3/4. November beans 1039 1/4 down 10 1/4. July wheat 568 1/2 unchanged. At the Mercantile Exchange, February cattle 198.52 up $1.12. February hogs 83.12 down 50 cents. March feeder cattle 269.80 up $1.60. This is the Ohio AgNet.